we back like rat. You hear me? Right now we on Believe the Hype. Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka. You know what I mean? We on Believe the Hype, man, with Afrocentric TV. And you know what it is. We talking black-owned businesses right here in where?
H-Town.
H-Town is going down, baby. You know what I mean? You figure deal with me. Man, I ain't lying. I just ate some food and man, it's just like the weather out there. I'm sweating. Look, I got a napkin in my hand, you understand? Just to catch a little bit of the drip without the drip, you feel me? You know, I'm trying to be drippy without dripping, you understand what I'm saying?
But that's kind of hard.
I know.
You dripping right now.
We dripping right now, but what we about to do is drip some real business on them, baby.
I'm telling you, I'm ready.
You ready?
Let's get it.
You ready? How ready you are?
I'm ready, like, you know what I'm saying? Cat, fat kid loves spaghetti.
Cat, fat kid loves spaghetti. Spaghetti? Spaghetti.
I can't say you.
Man, listen, man.
Okay.
I was traveling today, right? Just riding on 59, 69, whatever they want to call it, man. And I seen a lot of, you know, foreign cars riding, right? You know I love foreign cars, right? So I'm just checking to see, you know, who riding in these cars, and I'm seeing a lot of, you know what I'm saying, like our people. And I'm seeing a major upgrade of what we're doing right here in this country, in our communities, you know. And you see these guys, they normally would think that they're riding Lexus, they're riding Benzes and they're drug dealers, but these guys are actually entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? So it's not like it was back in 1995, you know, because I come from really, you know, from the slums, like really not out the mud, like really in the mud, and everything just transitioned. So I don't look at people the way America made us look at our people.
I agree.
I always wonder, like, I wonder what that brother really doing, you know. I wonder, you know, what's going on. And not only the brothers, but the sisters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to represent for the sisters, too. Don't just leave us out.
I know, right? I mean, y'all really...
We still getting it. 21 million. Didn't you mention?
A little more than us right now.
As you said, 21 million, women entrepreneurs.
And that was like maybe about a year and a half ago. So maybe we might be at 25 or 30 now.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Thank you.
Yeah, we start making some
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
and even with we do gotta show love to our male entrepreneurs, you know, right? Especially with the black man, because they always get the I feel like they get the least of the least of the least out of everybody, in a sense. And so, you know, I feel like now that we got in this community, especially in Houston, we have 400 new black business owners this year. 400
a lot of them in the third wall, baby.
Just in here, yeah.
Shout out to Turkey Leg Hut.
For real, I was looking at that today. Yeah. Shout out to Turkey Leg Hut, for real.
Because he was doing his thing. He ended up going to jail and came back. Now he's doing his thing really harder, legal wise. You know what I mean? Literally
making people great food. And speaking of food, man, oh my goodness.
Listen.
Ooh.
You see this big gut?
I don't know, that's Whoppers. I'm talking about like meatless food.
You talking about meatless food? When you talk about meatless food, let's talk about them po' boys.
Okay, I love me some good po' boys.
Po' boys, I'm talking about like the shrimp without the lettuce, with the hot sauce, with the yeah, like yeah.
Okay, we're talking about yeah without the shrimp though.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, the po' boys without the shrimp, because you know I'm vegan, all right, so I love me some nice plant-based food, and I've been vegan for about 4 months.
Vegan for about 4 months?
Yes, I'm telling you, I feel light on my feet.
Well, you feel light on your feet. I know if you call a real po' boy, like my man Scott, we about to introduce him, man. I think you might go back to the, you know what I'm saying?
Jigging on the feet.
You figure... Don't make me moonwalk.
Right? Oh my goodness, I love it.
Listen, man, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna introduce you to another young black entrepreneur, and his name is Scott, man. A real po' boy. You better pull up. Yeah.
Ask about him. Booyaka, come on, that's our thing.
Yeah, so what up, Scott?
What's going on? I appreciate the introduction, man. A lot of energy.
Yeah.
Put me on the show.
That's what it is, man. Guala Music Believe the New Hype, man, and that's what we do. We keep it hype. And definitely what you're doing in your business is a real hype thing. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I've been dealing with Houston since 1994. And in New Orleans, Louisiana, we love po' boys. I think we might have started po' boys.
Yeah, no.
Po' boys, I really think they come from New Orleans.
No, it do.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So that's why I was interested in the interview. I'm like, man, I know he must got it. Yeah. And then I went on your page, right? And I seen like the drippy drip, like the... You know, I was like, So, Scotty.
You need to add shrimp on his, though.
Yeah, all jokes aside, man, listen, we really want you to know more about your business.
Right.
And we're definitely pleased to have you on our show, right? You got a nice little swag, man. I'm digging the glasses, you know what I'm saying? The cats with the army pants, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really digging that, man. Tell us, Scott, where you from?
All right. Well, it starts off in New Orleans, of course. I'm from the Ninth Ward. My whole family from Desire. I grew up. My birth certificate said Abundance. You can check it, you know.
Okay.
So that's where I'm from.
That's crazy. I'm from Abundance.
Oh, yeah?
I'm from the Ninth Ward.
Oh, wow.
I'm from Press Park.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I stayed on Press in Abundance.
Man.
So I'm very familiar with.
So you probably know my uncle was bald head.
Man, I know all them.
My dad was Scott, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know all them. Anybody from the D, I know that. My children's mama is from the Desire.
Oh, yeah?
Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, yeah, man, that's pretty dope.
That is dope.
So, yeah, my whole family, I got 2 big families, man. And all of them were entrepreneurs in their own way. And I was inspired by them to always be your own boss.
Definitely, Ballhead was a real good entrepreneur, for sure, yeah. Yeah, so you know I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Ballhead was a real good entrepreneur, man. You know, salute Ballhead, man. But check this out, right?
Came home too.
Yeah, so check this out, man. Definitely, a lot of people don't know. It was meant for him to be on this show, right?
Of course.
A lot of people don't know this about the Desire Project, right? Listen, where Scotty from is the biggest project in America. It's the biggest project as far as width. Not height, but width, right?
Wow.
And not only that, a lot of people don't know that the Black Panthers, salute to the Black Panthers, Black Panthers really warred with the police on the front lines in the Desire Project, exactly where he stayed at, and they won the battle, might I add. Yes, this is Guala Music, Believe the Hype, you know what I'm saying, Afrocentric TV, and we gonna stand up, you know what I mean?
We were definitely gonna represent.
That's crazy how it come full circle like that.
Definitely.
Because that's how I feel with the food. It's like I'm an activist. I feel like through the food is how you can change your diet, change your habits and everything like that.
Right.
And a lot of what they do with the food is how they keep us controlled. And they like, you know, anything, even like in the streets, when you have a business or something like that, they always cutting it somewhere just to triple their worth.
Exactly.
So they're doing that with the food, they do that with the labor, they do that in a lot of different things to make sure they control those margins.
Right.
And what I do is try to bring good ethics and help people and give them game on like if you change these things with your diet, it's how you're able to come up and just change who you are and change your reality.
Yeah, that's dope. Go ahead.
See, I ate a little food that got me sweating. I should have ate one of the pool balls. That would have been cool. You know what I'm saying? I should have controlled that.
No, that Whopper was calling your name. Don't act like you ain't want that Whopper. Don't act like you ain't want that Whopper.
Extra cheese, please.
You gotta try one of the po' boys, man. I got like a lot of different ones. A lot of people, it's so rare. I only do one for like a limited time, and then like everybody, I treat it like a zodiac sign sometimes. Like everybody have their own individual po' boy that they identify with.
I want the Gemini.
Oh, I like that.
I want the Gemini po' boy, baby. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Make sure it have one pickle like my eye.
Oh my God.
So
And hot and spicy.
My birthday is June the 18th and June the 19th. I have 2 birthdays.
Oh, what?
The reason why my birthday is on 2 days because my birthday is literally on June the 18th, right? And I made a covenant with God, and I went back on that covenant. And when I went back on that covenant, it so happened that I got shot in the head, point blank range with a .40 caliber on June the 19th, and I survived that. Therefore, I celebrate June the 18th and June the 19th as both of my birthdays. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Pretty deep.
yeah, that is deep.
My birthday June 11th.
Oh yeah, we in the building,
That's
baby.
what's up, June 24th. I mean, come on now.
We
We gotta
trying to cut
represent.
our Siamese off.
Nah. You don't hate. Don't hate. So Scott, tell us. So I want to know. Tell us something about like why do you have your recipes connected with people, like the names and.
It's all nostalgia. It's like trying to just connect people to a lot of New Orleans history. Like gentrification is big in New Orleans right now, so a lot of things like even with the Desire, it's not the same to when I grew up there. They tore it down when I was like 10 years old, so a lot of those things just helping people connect to little things. Like I got this po' boy called the Broadview. It's like this big old restaurant in
Broadview.
Yeah,
Dope-ish.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
So it's that's my seafood replacement.
See, you don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
My boy
don't.
Scotty
That's
gonna
why I
have to
can't relate.
Yeah, Scotty's gonna have to take you down there and let you see a little bit about what that Broadview be like. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm open.
You figure deal with me? You know what I mean? With the shenanigan banging it? You know what I mean? Yeah. Nah, but for real though. So on the show we have a lot of humor. You know what I mean? We do a lot of things because we're happy at what's going on, right? So I have a couple of questions that I want to ask you. You know what I mean? What inspired you to be an entrepreneur outside of what you came? I'm talking about just that thought that rested in your heart that made you really go hard for it.
I mean, I can't see myself working for nobody. I just never could understand it. And I just feel like that freedom, it always feel like, even with religion sometimes, I always feel like it's something more out there. And it's just the only way I ever seen myself doing this through my own idea, through my own will, through my own hustle. So I can't, it's just in me. I was born being like that. I was doing a little business thing with toys. I used to hustle for toys when I was young. I always had like a little hustle for me.
That's pretty dope.
I used to sell magnet earrings in school, Pokemon cards.
I remember those. Man, how old are you, man? What you know about magnet earrings, man?
Dang, I don't think I had the magnet earrings. I'll be old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He don't look like he know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah,
So tell me this, right? You see that you started your business not that long ago. Okay, so I'm quite sure that you're still dealing with struggles.
Right.
Okay, and what's your biggest struggle at this point with your business?
I used to be a prepared foods team leader, like the department manager for Whole Foods. I used to run the one on Post Oak, actually, in the Galleria area. I ran that for like 4 years. I grossed them like $1 million in profit.
You figured that?
Yeah, every quarter, like for 2 quarters straight. And I did it on a lean staffing, so I did it with a minimum amount of staffing. So I made it so it was efficient, and I made them a profit in 2 different ways. So when I seen I can do that, I mean, I can do that for myself, so I just walked away from that job. So the biggest struggle I had is just doing this full time with no backing of a 9 to 5 or anything. I just jumped in head first.
How do you feel about being from New Orleans and not that many people are closest to you supporting you as they should?
It's part of the evolution process. I read so many books. I read Think and Grow Rich. I read the 5 a.m. Club. I read various with The Alchemist, all types of little personal development books. I already expected the people around me not to understand it. And a big part of that is because we come from poverty. We had that poor mindset indoctrinated on us. So a lot of times I talk to even my own father. He'll tell me like, man, we supposed to work for somebody. And I'm like, I just can't wrap my head around that. You know what I mean?
That's definitely deep.
That is deep.
Pretty dope.
That is deep. All right, y'all. Well, we got Scotty here. We're gonna learn more about Scotty, get deeper into his business, and we right back. Just believe the hype.
You know.
Bani music.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. This is Believe the Hype. I'm Christy. I'm with Guala. We got Scott. We got a rare po' boy here. So we are so excited to dive deep into what you do. I mean, as far as, okay, so tell me why, what kind of recipes makes your po' boys different than any other vegan po' boys?
A big thing with my products is I'm going towards like using alkaline. I want my product, I don't use any soy, I don't use any processed foods. Everything I make is from scratch. Okay. I'm not using any outside ingredients or chemicals. I actually do stuff that's like straight from the plant itself, and I only use, like, if I do use flour, it's gluten-free flour. If I use a certain plant, it's more alkaline. It won't inflame your body or anything like that.
Man, my stomach is really inflamed right now. You figure, do me? Like, I'm talking about this on El Fuego, like.
Yeah.
Listen, what is your best, like, if you had to choose out of your 3 best sandwiches,
I'm doing Vegan Stay Fed December 8th.
Oh, that's why you
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah.
That's why you. That's, okay.
I'm doing that December 8th, so I'm doing my 3 main ones there. I'm going to do the Broadview.
Okay.
I'm doing the Cash Money Po' Boy, which is with fried green tomatoes, avocado, cilantro aioli.
Salute to Cash Money, man. Birdman,
Okay.
what's up? You understand me? You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Young Greatest. Yeah, we on one. Moolah.
That's my cousin.
Okay.
But I'm actually doing it's all gravy Po' Boy too. That's a jackfruit. I cook it for 6 hours with some shiitake mushrooms.
Okay.
And then I make a cashew cheese sauce and put that on top of it with a raw ketchup and some arugula.
Oh, that sounds real good.
Yeah. So that's my 3 main ones.
I want to put, listen, his business got to be, listen, I want to put in a request to have a, you know what I'm saying?
You need a meal plan.
I need the Gualito Po' Boy. Understand me? We going to call it Gualito's Way. My homie come up with the, you know what I'm saying? And we going to tax him for that like Guala. Like I want the $32 yeah with the yeah and you lose 5 inches off your stomach.
You heard him.
I like that, man.
Gualito, look, he
How would
like.
you describe a gualito?
Gualito is like, listen, man, this sandwich is gonna have a green sauce on it, right?
Okay.
And it's gonna have the green sauce, and we're gonna make it your way. It's Gualito's way. You understand what I'm saying? So you make it their way, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it ain't the Burger King, it ain't the Whopper.
So you
deal.
need kale, you need all the green stuff.
Yeah, I want to do KLC. I want KLC it. You
Oh,
understand?
he need that banana blossom.
Yeah,
Oh,
with the
right.
banana blossom, with
Yeah,
the
he needs some
tailpipe.
blossom.
Yeah,
Mhm. Make it full.
See,
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a protein for that. I'm gonna really look into it. We gotta talk about it for
Yeah,
real.
yeah, definitely, man. I
Yeah.
would listen. I'm a market. We gonna market your business regardless. But that one there, I'm telling you, man. I think let's expand the territory. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You know.
So is that the
coming soon?
all right? We got the Gualito coming. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? This is where it started, right
Yeah.
here. And so, where can people like get these Gualitos and these Cash Money Po' Boys? Like, are you doing vendor events? Is that where we can find you?
Right now I'm doing pop-ups right now, and then I'm gonna scale into a trailer, then scale into a food truck. So I'm just testing it out, hand in hand, dealing with people, building up my demographic, finding my target audience. So. Yeah, you can find me at a Rare Po' Boys pop-up, and then you see that, you follow my Instagram, you'll see all my locations that I do. I'm doing on Mondays and Wednesdays, I'm always at the flat on 1701 Commonwealth. I'm there from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. And I've been selling out every time though, so I leave a little early.
That's good. That's really good.
You want me to tell you?
I'm going to the flat.
Right. You want me to tell you what's great about you as a young black man, and not only you, but other young black men and women. See, society has us, just like your people, to look at other people who's dressed a certain way and basically say what they are, right? Man, I seen him and I was like, okay, well now it's time to move. Come to find out, we walking up the stairs and this is the same, you know what I mean? So I find things great about that because it shows me within of the ability that we have to actually be a chameleon to certain things, and then we really have more than that's lying beneath the surface.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And that's what's great. That's one of the things that we're doing this show about. I have another question for you. If you had anything to tell the people, what would it be? Any inspiration?
I think the big part of my message, and then to everybody out there, is just, man, just tap in. Like, it's just I know there's a lot of distractions that they try to hit us with, and my main way to communicate that distraction is through food. So just tapping into yourself is how you go able to align yourself with whatever you want to do. Whatever type of desire you have, you can start with a diet, you can start with anything, but just tap in, just making sure you always do that. Man, everything around us is an infinite consciousness. I don't want to get too deep on it because I talk about it on my podcast, on Scales Podcast. But I actually talk about how there's a consciousness all around it that you can tap into, is always communicating with you and stuff like that. And the main way you can do that is through the food and through fasting.
Well, look, I'm going to tell you what it is right now, man. Right now, we on Believe the Hype, man. You know what I'm saying? On Afrocentric TV. And you can find my mans on @PoBoy_. Pull up, man, and order your sandwich now.
Yeah.
You know what it is, man. Stay tuned. Believe the Hype.
Yeah. So I really actually like the banana blossom.
Hey, listen, man, we're back right now on Believe the Hype, man. You know what it is, man.
Yeah.
And we back with my man, a po' boy, Scott. You dig?
Yeah.
Check it out, Scott, man. Listen, I'm feeling real good, man. Just off the vibe that you give.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just off the perception received, you know what I mean? Especially I like how you and Christy really, you know what I mean? Your intellect, you know what I mean? While I'm just sitting back checking it out. This is what I like to know. We have an audience that's watching, right?
Right.
And I'm quite sure that they would like to just visualize these rare po' boys you're talking about, you know what I mean? So break it down, give them a little mixed twist, you know?
So I'll give you a demonstration when you come shopping with me at a rare po' boy.
Okay.
Like, say you come up to my booth, wherever location I'm at. I have always do like one type just to keep it cost effective and stuff like that, and also just to make sure I can give you a quality product. So I do one thing, and it's like for instance, I've been doing a Broadview. You come to me, every price for my po' boys is $13. So you getting a custom made, fresh, right there on the spot. All the ingredients was made that day. Everything was prepared that day with a bread that's locally sourced from Nation's Bread. It's another black-owned business. This guy supplies soul food, vegan.
Shout out to Nation Bread.
Okay, yeah, I'll get some bread.
And the bread's made with spelt flour. He has a lot of a couple desserts and stuff like that. So y'all should check him out and everything. So all that stuff locally sourced, and I just make sure I prepare it for you right there. I use my panini press. I make it for you.
Panini press.
Yeah,
I know, that sounds
toasted
good.
bread.
Press. Press. Panini, press.
No, for real.
Toasted. You know, you tried it. So how did you feel about the experience?
What? He's talking about this a fish type of stuff. I'm like, I don't eat fish. He's talking about it's not fish. I'm like, oh, okay. And I took a bite, and the texture was almost like not fishy, but almost like a soft fish texture. And then like I ate half that day and half the next day. Then I hit him up and I was like, what is this I'm eating? And he was like, it's banana blossom. And I'm like, I didn't even know banana blossom even existed. I'm biting into it. I'm like,
So
okay.
is a banana blossom like when you peel it and you blossom it?
What?
I mean, you have the actual fruit that's unproduced, but then there's a pie that's also produced with it. That's the actual flower. So they call it banana blossom. They call it banana flower. But it has a lot of good benefits for you. It's like an antioxidant. It's anti-aging, antidepressant. It's good for women too, for like menstruation and stuff like that as well. So it's a lot of little healthy benefits to it. And what I do is I take it, I boil it, and then it has that flakiness of fish, and then I batter it and everything. Then I put I use a bag, but like in New Orleans, you do the fish fry or whatever.
Yeah.
You put all the seasoning, the flour, you put the flour in the bag and you shake it up. And that's all for aesthetic. I don't have to do that. You know what I mean? If I just do it that way in a plastic bag.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, man. I know the neighborhood that you was from. I come up in there, like for real. You know what I mean? I'm talking about 1990s. You know what I'm saying? I come up in there, right? Tell the people a brief summary about where you from. Just a brief.
Yeah, like they tore it down. Like when I was coming up, they started tearing it down, moving everybody to the Iberville and all that. But like, my family deeply rooted in there, so just knowing the history behind it, just seeing what I've seen, like I've seen a lot of people pass away right there. I was 6 years old, seeing people get killed in the same spot. And but a big part I like about the desire is everybody kind of stuck together. Like you had the back part, you know what I mean?
They didn't really stick together, but they stuck. It was so big. The back stuck together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The middle, you know, the mutual grounds, you know, stuck together. They stayed out of it, and the front stuck together, which is pretty dope. And that's why I wanted you to bring that up, because they did have unity within there, right?
Right.
But from that point of where you grew up as a child at that age, to where you are now, how would you describe that? How you feel about going from there to here?
It's an evolution point. It's just showing that, but those same values I got it from there. It's like you can come from poverty and everything like that, but the intelligence, that hustle, that grind, that understanding to willingness to adapt. Because they moved us out of that, we had to go to all these different places. We still had to adapt. So I learned a lot of adaptability coming from the desire. You know,
Definitely, man. So, you know, I just want to say this, man. I definitely commend you for what it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
You definitely come from a strong family. And definitely.
I do want to know something though. Why is it like, how important is it to you to like spread the vegan alkaline? Like, I know you kind of told us about getting connected back to your source, but like, are your goal to do restaurants and like how? Like, I want to know like, I guess why is it important to you too?
Like health is wealth. So, and if I learned how to heal myself through eating. I used to have hay fever and allergies real bad. As soon as I cut dairy out, like I haven't had allergies, I don't get sick. When everybody's getting the flu, I'm chilling. So it's just like having that kind of a strong immune system is what I want everybody to have that kind of access to. Because all that's doing is just feeding the pharmaceutical industry. It go hand in hand. Like Coca-Cola owns stocks in diabetes medicine and stuff like that. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, and a lot of people don't even know that.
Yeah.
So
Man,
this
that's
what
crazy.
the business is. I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're watching this show right now and you want to do something bigger and better, what you do, man, is you go to the books, you leave the crooks, you double back with the shift, go back with the whip, and come back with the drip, baby. You know what it is. Guala Music, Believe the Hype, with the young bull on here, getting that bread, and Christy who?
Hey, Christy Coleman. I'm here. Believe the Hype. We got Scotty here.
Stay tuned, baby. Guala Music. Yeah.